everybody, Cinema Sickness here, and today I actually didn't go out shopping. Instead, I let the shopping come to me. Got myself a package in the mail. Definitely excited to crack this box open, as I do pretty much already know what's inside, although the guy who sent it to me did say he threw in a few goodies, so looking forward to seeing what else might be inside this box. So let's crack it open and see what I got. So today's package comes from Michael Giancaspro. I think that's how you pronounce your last name. Do apologize if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. I do pretty much already know what's in here, like I said, and the reason for that being is because I actually bought these titles off of him. He contacted me and let me know that he had a bunch of Blu-rays he was actually getting rid of, and he offered them all to me for $4 a piece. That was something I definitely could not pass up. $4 Blu-rays sounds like a pretty good deal, although, to be completely honest, I kind of forgot what I ordered off them, because a lot of these titles are more, somewhat more like obscure titles, movies some of them I've never even heard of, a lot of blind buys in here, but titles I was definitely interested in after looking up reviews on them. So, again, definitely looking forward to seeing what's in here. I think he also said he might have thrown in some like extra goodies, so I'm curious to see what else might be in here. And I hate these boxes because you can never get them open. But I am trying, I assure you. There we go. Alright. Wow, he got these packed in here pretty well. There's actually a few different packages. I see Star Wars. I didn't know anything about Star Wars. Wow, he actually warned me that he bubble wrapped these and taped these up pretty well, and that he definitely did. These are pretty well packed in here. Alright, there we go. So this is... Alright. Okay, you know, I do remember him saying something about him throwing in, like, the box for the Star Wars trilogy. What's inside here is some of the stuff I ordered, not the actual Star Wars trilogy DVDs. But he did mention he was going to throw this box in. This is a pretty cool box. And I do already have some of the Star Wars trilogy, like the individual releases. I do have the actual trilogy, the one they release with the theatrical cuts and the extended cuts together. That's the one I have. I never bought this set, but like I said, I do like the bonus material, and I think one of the other DVDs, so maybe I'll have to get the other two and actually put them in here. So this is really cool, you know, just to have for collecting purposes when I get the other DVDs put in there. That'd be really cool to have. Alright, so the first Blu-ray we have up here is Star Trek The Next Generation Season 1. Yes, $4 for this. He sold this to me for only $4. That is an awesome deal. Now, when it comes to Star Trek, I'm certainly a newbie. I've seen most of the movies. As far as the show goes, haven't really watched very much of it. I've seen some of the original episodes, I've seen some of the Next Generation episodes, but I've never sat down and watched a lot of them. But it is something I would really like to get into, as I have enjoyed what I've seen thus far. So this I was definitely excited to get, and I'm definitely looking forward to sitting down and finally starting The Next Generation. Then I have The Thieves. I get on Blu-ray. This is a blind buy. I really know nothing about it, but it did get pretty decent reviews online, so I look forward to checking it out, and it seems a pretty decent sounding synopsis, so that should be a good watch. This is something I actually saw, I believe I saw it being advertised in a store, and I thought about checking it out, although I'm not sure if it's been released yet. It might have just gotten released. But again, this is something I did see an ad for in a store, and it looked interesting. That is Tormented, although this is Tormented 3D. I do believe this comes with the Blu-ray 3D and 2D disc. So very cool. Like I said, it was something that I was interested in checking out, so certainly had to get that and look forward to watching it. I did get a DVD here with No Contest. I mean, Andrew Dice Clay, that's all I needed to see. When I saw that name, I thought, yeah, this is definitely something I have to add to my collection. It is a blind buy, a movie I've never heard of, know nothing about, but again, Andrew Dice Clay, had to get it. And we have some more styrofoam, and a whole lot more DVDs here, or Blu-rays, and maybe some, no, these are all Blu-rays. And these are very, very well taped up. He did not want me to get into these. The first one we have here is The Great Magician. Again, this looked pretty interesting. It got good reviews online, had an interesting sound synopsis, so definitely wanted to get that. We have Doomsday Book. Did I actually order this off them? I guess I did. It says from the directors of I Saw the Devil and Hansel and Gretel, which, I mean, that there alone pretty much sells me on this. Looks interesting, so definitely looking forward to checking that out as well. The Assassins, again, this got really good reviews online, had a very good selling synopsis, so definitely want to grab that. Okay, here's another title that, this one I actually saw in stores. I actually picked up the Blu-ray, and I was actually thinking about getting this on Blu-ray already, because I thought it looked very interesting, but I did pass up on it, and now I'm glad I did, because I would not have paid $4 for it. And that was Interview with a Hitman. Haven't looked at many reviews, don't really know much about this, but like I said, I did see this in the stores, and I did pick it up, and it intrigued me, and I did want to get it, so very happy I got that. And then we have Bangkok Revenge. Again, a blind buy, but it got good reviews, and it looked interesting, so definitely want to pick that up. Then we have Wu Dang. I just love that name. Again, it got good reviews. It looked interesting. I mean, like I said, most of these are blind buys, titles I've never even heard of. But I did take his entire list, and I basically went through on sites like Amazon and stuff like that to see what kind of reviews the movie's got. And if they got decent reviews, if it's a movie I never heard of, I bought it off them. So again, blind buy, but looks interesting. Then I got Tai Chi Zero. That has a pretty cool cover. I love that guy in the front. His eyes are all glowing. Very interesting. From the creators of Ip Man and Detective D. Never heard of the Detective D, but Ip Man was fantastic, so should be a good watch. And the last title I got here was Kill 'Em All. That just is an awesome name and has a really awesome cover too of this girl kicking some guy's ass. This also got really good reviews online, and I'd say out of pretty much everything I got, this is one of the things I'm most looking forward to watching, just because it looks like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, so definitely excited about that. So that's it, guys. Again, I'll pick up all the titles here, if I can get them all. There are a whole lot of Blu-rays here. I got, again, all these Blu-rays and the one DVD, all for $4 a piece. And the one little goodie he threw in here was the Star Wars Trilogy box, which, like I said, I do have like the bonus disc for, and I think one other disc for. So once I get the other discs, I can actually put them in there, which is pretty cool. But again, very excited about all these Blu-rays and again the one DVD for $4 a piece. These were certainly a steal. I thank you so much, Mike, for sending these to me. That was really, really, really cool of you. Hoping to do business with you again. You know, we got $4 a piece. I just can't beat that. And most excited for, though, Star Trek: The Next Generation. I mean, getting season 1 of this on Blu-ray for $4, that was a fantastic deal. And like I said, this is definitely something I've been wanting to check out. So very, very happy to get this. So again, Mike, thank you so much. So one last thing before I go, guys. After I got done shooting this video and I was about to start editing it, I started also looking online, started looking up some information on what Mike sent me. And there was one thing I could not find very much information on at all. In fact, I couldn't find really anything on this, just anything at all about this. And I'm kind of curious what exactly this comes from. Mike, I'm sure you know the answer to this because you sent it to me. I would love to hear from you. But maybe some other of you who are watching right now also know the answer to this. And that is, what box set is this? This Star Wars Trilogy box set with this lid that comes off like this. And the reason I ask is, a lot of the stuff I've been looking up, I see the original trilogy, the one that has like Darth Vader on one side, I think the traditional picture of, you know, Luke with Leia around him and whatnot. On the other side, I think it comes in like a silver widescreen edition or a gold full screen edition. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's, I believe, the first trilogy released to DVD. But, you know, I see pictures for that, I see listings for that, I see so much information for those releases, but I see nothing on this, nothing on this at all. I even thought, well, maybe this is what comes inside that. Maybe that's just like some outside packaging and this is inside, but from all the pictures I've seen, that's not how it's packaged. That's not at all what this looks like. So, what the hell is this? This is, I'd really like to know. I'm very, very interested now in finding out what exactly this box used to contain inside or where this came from. You know, is this some kind of limited edition thing? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this is the box I was, or the set I was talking about, and this is what comes inside. Just the pictures I saw were wrong or something. I don't know. I would love to find out some more information on this box. Again, it's shaped like this. It has the little like top that comes off it. I would love to find out some more information on this. So if you guys know exactly what set this is, maybe you can find a link to it on Amazon or some other website or something, let me know, send me the link. I'd be very interested in finding out more about this set. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. See ya.